the Forbidden Door card is already shaping up well. You know, they announced Mercedes against Stephanie Vicaire. As I said before, the current CMLL Women's World Champion and New Japan Strong Women's Champion. They have wrestled before once in the tournament last year to crown the first ever Strong Women's Champion. Mercedes beat her on her way to the finals, which is where she broke her ankle in the match with Willow. So we're getting that match at Forbidden Door. We've got the ladder match for the TNT title. And in the main event, it is not the match that I was expecting this soon, but I wanted them to give Swerve a good program, right? Isn't that what I said? I said he needs a good program coming out of Double or Nothing where he could finally be the focus. Well, he certainly got that. Swerve Strickland will defend the AEW World Championship against the winner of the Casino Gauntlet match on Dynamite. That is what we were told, and that turned out to be Will Ospreay. I didn't see that coming. Ospreay won the first Casino Gauntlet back in April for a shot at the international title. He went on to win. On Wednesday, he was part of another Casino Gauntlet, which was excellent, by the way. A really fun main event. We got Pac and Jay White to kick things off in the Gauntlet. Mystico was a surprise. Lio Rush was a surprise. Shota Umino from New Japan. Hell, Ospreay was a surprise. And the fans were into it. Every person who came out, all the names I just mentioned, you might go, oh, what are they doing in there? Let me tell you something. They came into this match one by one, and these people were going crazy for all of them. And it makes sense because it's Forbidden Door season, so of course they're going to be bringing in names like this. But Ospreay wins the Gauntlet, and now it will be champion against champion. So why this soon? Why not wait until Wembley? My assumption, my hope, is that there is a plan here. There is a method to the madness to get 2 matches out of it instead of just 1. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. I don't know if that's the case or not. Now, they could always have Ospreay beat Swerve at Forbidden Door and then have MJF go on to challenge Will Ospreay at Wembley Stadium, right? Their 2 biggest baby faces. I think that would be a big mistake. I think that would be too rushed. And I think that would be a total slap in the face for Swerve Strickland. What I think they may do, and what I hope they do, is have Swerve win the first match at Forbidden Door, and maybe even resort to cheating to keep his title. Maybe Swerve goes back to being a heel again. But you have Will Ospreay's first loss in the company come at the hands of Swerve Strickland. We have the Owen Hart Foundation tournaments coming up. The finals are taking place in Calgary on July 10th at the Saddle Dome. Both tournaments this year are for World Championship matches at Wembley Stadium. You have Will Ospreay, fresh off this loss to Swerve, who does whatever he has to do to win. Ospreay enters the Owen and he wins, and he earns the right to challenge Swerve one more time on his home soil, and he wins the title at Wembley Stadium. If Will Ospreay is going to win the world title, to do it anywhere but Wembley would be stupid. Incredibly stupid and short-sighted. To do it in New York when you're this close to London would be one of the most asinine decisions that Tony Khan has ever made. So I'm fine with them doing the first match at Forbidden Door, if it is the first. I mean, I wanted Swerve to get a good feud going. There is no better opponent for him right now on that show than Will Ospreay. Tony Khan and Martha Hart, they did announce last Sunday that the men's and women's Owen Hart tournament winners will each get a world championship match at Wembley. I like it. I think it should be that way every year going forward. But they need to load those things up with big names. Will Ospreay needs to be in that tournament. MJF, who just came back, should absolutely be in there. Samoa Joe, as a former AEW World Champion, he should be in there too. Bryan Danielson, Christian Cage, just challenged for the title, but put him in there too. Why not? Jay White, maybe. Those are the kinds of names that they need in that tournament. I'm sticking with Will Ospreay as my pick on the men's side. On the women's side, it's either going to be Mariah May or Jamie Hayter, assuming that she might be back soon. I've been assuming that she was going to be back soon since February, though, so I don't know what the fuck is going on with her. But we're getting closer to Wembley. I'm hoping they're saving her as a surprise, maybe for the Owen, right? And she's former AEW Women's World Champion. She's looking to get her belt back in her home country from the woman who took it from her. It was Toni Storm who beat her for the belt. Right? What an easy way it would be to reintroduce her into the title picture by having her win the entire tournament. But if she's still not ready, then it has to be Mariah May. And if they end up doing, let's just say they end up doing, and I guess they are doing it. I think they made it official last night. Toni Storm is going to wrestle Mina Shirakawa of Stardom at Forbidden Door. And we know that Mariah May and Mina are very close friends. Given Mina's relationship with Mariah, if they're going to do that match at Forbidden Door with Mina and Toni, it's easy to see them using that as a way to start the build to Mariah May against Toni Storm in London.